I'm Mike Hobby. I'm interested in obscure TV shows like Doctor Who and My Little Pony, video games, except Minecraft. I'll never play Minecraft, and don't ever anybody try to convince me to play Minecraft because that's not going to happen. And a little bit of anime and manga. Not as much as video games, but a little bit here and there when something shows up that interests me. The kind of games that I'm into are anything made by Bethesda and occasionally Call of Duty, although I've become less interested, and sometimes just obscure stuff whenever it shows up. Some of my favorite games are the Fallout games, some of the Nintendo games, despite the fact that it's virtually the same game rehashed, but it's still fun to play. Some of them are like really open and very more based on your individual choices and less on a linear style, whereas some of them are more linear, but they have really a lot of fun platforming parts, and that was an early part of gaming, so I think that's a very important part to keep alive in games. Other games are a little bit lesser known, but are still very, very good. Like this one, it allows you to interact with the environment by drawing. As strange as that may seem, it's actually a very interesting way to interact with your environment and to attack enemies or to rebuild parts of the world. And like I said, some games are, a lot of people say they're just rehashed games over and over again, but even still, they're a lot of fun to play, even if they're basically the same idea but with updated graphics and sounds and such. With how much I'm into games, you'd think that I'd want to do that in my career, but I am terrible at math, so I plan on going into the Air Force and to try to get into intelligence. Hopefully, if things go well for me, I'll be able to turn that into a lifelong career of either working into the Air Force or be able to get a degree and work for the CIA afterwards. Some of my musical interests, my taste in music has varied greatly over the years. At first, I used to be interested only in classic music, you know, like Queen, AC/DC, Kiss, all that kind of stuff. And then as I grew a little more, some of my tastes changed, so I like a little bit of Weezer, Real Big Fish, even Eminem, here from a little now and then. And now even dubstep. So thanks for coming by and interviewing me. I was glad I was able to tell you a little bit more about myself. So now you know a little bit more about me.